surrounds us always. But sometimes we may resist. Please feel free to close your eyes and listen as I whisper the story to you. This story is for you. Maybe you're in a time of transition. Maybe you find change overwhelming. Maybe you're grieving something that's ending, or you're anxious about something about to begin. Or maybe you just want some nice relaxing whispers. Either way, everybody's welcome. If you've ever wished that things could stay the same, or you felt lost in the space between who you were and who you're becoming, this story is for you. Tonight, we're going to walk with the seasons and discover what they know about change, what they know about change, and what they know about letting go, and about the beauty that comes from allowing life to flow. Settle in comfortably. There's no need to figure anything out. Just rest and let the wisdom of the seasons carry you gently forward. We begin our journey in early spring, when the world is just waking up, just waking up, just waking up from winter's long sleep. The air is still cool, but there's something different, a stirring, a promise. You're walking down a familiar path, but everything looks different than when you last walked here. The trees that were bare just weeks ago are now dotted with the tiniest buds, dotted with the tiniest buds, with pale green promises of what is to come. At first, the change is almost invisible, just a softening of the harsh winter lines, a gentleness in the light. But you look closely, really closely. You can see it, life returning, change beginning. A robin appears, one of the first, and it sings a tentative song, almost questioning, as if it too is learning to trust the new season. You understand that feeling and the uncertainty that can come with new beginnings. Under your feet, the ground is soft, even a little muddy, from the melting snow and the spring rain. It's not the solid, predictable ground of winter, or the firm earth of summer. It's a bit messy, it's a bit in between, and imagined. This is what spring's uncertainty was moving towards. This fullness, this abundance, this confident bloom. You sit in the shade of an old maple tree, feeling the warm breeze, listening to the full chorus of life around you, and you realize this too is change, this growing into fullness, this expansion, this time of harvest. But even here, in this time of seeming stability, change continues. The flowers bloom and fade and bloom again. The fruit ripens and is picked, making space for more. Even in abundance, there is flow, there is movement. A butterfly lands near you, its wings brilliant orange and black. You remember this butterfly was once a caterpillar. It was once completely in its chrysalis, completely transformed. Its beauty is only possible because it accepted complete change. It accepted complete change, complete change. Summer teaches you that there is seasons for growth, for expansion, for enjoying the fruits of your journey. Don't be afraid to embrace these times of fullness, to celebrate how far you have come. Change isn't always about loss. Sometimes it's about becoming more yourself than you have ever been. As the wheel turns again, autumn arrives with its own quiet wisdom. The leaves, once so green and sure, are now painted in beautiful gold and crimson and amber, more stunning than they ever were in the summer, because now they're letting go. You walk the same path, but it's carpeted now in fallen leaves, each one a small release, showing the beauty in letting go. Such grace in this transformation. The trees stand tall, not diminished by their loss, but somehow more themselves, more essential. Their structure is fully visible now, and their strength and enormous size is apparent. You pick up a fallen leaf, still beautiful, still perfect, just in a different way, and you understand. Letting go doesn't mean something was wrong or wasn't enough. Sometimes letting go is simply the next right thing. The apple tree in the garden that was heavy with fruit just weeks ago has given its gifts. It has given its gifts. It has given its gifts. The harvest is complete, and now it too prepares for rest. It too prepares for rest, for the quiet time that will allow next year's abundance. There's a melancholy to autumn, not sadness, more like sweet completeness, the feeling of a job well done, of having given fully, of being ready for what comes next. And autumn whispers, not all change is about beginnings, not all change is about beginnings. Some change is about completion, about honouring what has been, about making space for what wants to emerge. Let yourself let go of what you are leaving behind, and trust that this too is the right path. You find a bench, perfectly placed, to watch the sunset through the bare branches, essential beauty revealed. No decoration needed, just pure lines of the trunk and the branches against the winter sky. At first, you might think nothing is happening. The garden looks empty. The world seems asleep. But this too is change, this rest, this quiet, this apparent stillness is actually deep preparation. Under the snow, under the frozen ground, the roots are growing deeper, the seeds are stratifying, preparing for spring's return. This isn't the absence of change. This is change happening in the deep places, the invisible places. You build a small fire and sit beside it, feeling the warmth on your face, the comfort of light in the darkness, and you understand. Winter teaches its own lessons about the necessity of rest, about the wisdom of going inward, about trusting the process that we cannot see. The bare trees do not apologize for their starkness, and the sleeping garden does not worry about appearing productive. They simply are, fully present to this season, this time of quiet, this necessary pause. Winter whispers, not all times are for action, for growth that you can see. Sometimes the most important work happens in stillness, in rest, the deep trust that life continues, even when you cannot see evidence of it. Rest now, be still, let the deep changes happen in their own time. And as you sit by your winter fire, you realize you've witnessed a beautiful, complete cycle. Spring's tentative beginnings, summer's full abundance, autumn's graceful release, and winter's deep rest. Each season necessary, each change natural, each transition bringing its own gifts, its own wisdom, and its own beauty. You understand and see the parallel, that you too may move through seasons, in times of new growth, and times of full bloom, times of letting go, and times of deep rest. All of it natural, all of it right, and all of it part of a larger pattern. The fear of change begins to soften, and you see how each season trusts the next, how spring doesn't cling to winter, how summer does not resist autumn, how the wheel turns, always turns, and with each change brings something necessary. You are not separate from this rhythm. You are part of it, and you are held by it, supported by the same intelligence that knows when to bloom and when to rest, when to hold on and when to let go. Your changes, your transitions, your times of uncertainty, they too are seasons, natural and necessary, part of your own beautiful unfolding. And here, by the warmth of your winter fire, held by the wisdom of all seasons, you can rest completely, knowing that whichever season you are in right now, it's right for you. If you're in spring, trust the slow emergence, the messy in-between, the invisible growth. If you're in summer, embrace the fullness seasons are temporary. All seasons are necessary. All seasons are beautiful in their own way. Sleep now, held by this eternal rhythm, knowing that change, like the seasons, is not something you need to fear, but something you can dance with, something to trust, something that always, always carries you towards exactly where you need to be. Rest in the wisdom of the seasons. Rest in your own perfect timing. Rest